Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about how you can make it real big in stocks, and I'm going to go over my portfolio for the 2024 year. Right now it's actually showing that all time I've been averaging 35.69% as of today as I'm recording this video. My main account has $35,965.09 after closing. I am going to have more money in my Roth IRAs, 401ks, things of that nature. But this is the account that I kind of play with, that I get to do whatever I want with. And we'll go over some of the stocks that are performing well. So everybody wants to know, what am I invested in, right? It makes sense. If I'm going to talk about it, I should show you as well. So here's a quick look. As you can see, that graphic of it continuing to go up. And then you can also see my numbers. I am going to get an editor one of these days so that I can just post it on the screen. I understand. But stick with me, my people, stick with me. We're doing good, we're doing well. 35.69% returns, right? All these people talk about their returns this, their returns that. I might not have an editor just yet, but guess what? I will show you the proof. I will show you what I'm doing. I talk the talk and I walk the walk. That's so different than what most people are doing out here. And that's why I'm a very big advocate of showing people what you're actually doing. I've showed this in previous videos, I think in my shorts, that are doing very well. You'll see my portfolios, and this is actually lower than what it was, and I'm actually about to drop another 7,000 in here soon. So, you take that as you like. Now, we're going to start off with VOO. VOO is an ETF that I personally like. I do believe that it outperforms the S&P 500 just by a smidge. And of course, it is very similar to the S&P 500. So this is going to be one of those videos where I'm literally just going over my portfolio. So VOO all time has generated about 67.79% for me. All right, 67.79%. So if you're taking notes, you should be taking notes, seeing what stocks you actually like. What stocks are you willing to invest in? VOO is an ETF, so it's a exchange traded fund, and is going to comprise itself of multiple stocks. You want to know what you're investing in. So if this is something that appeals to you, then you can write it down. You should not just copy my portfolio, but you should take the picks that you actually like, make a list, and then X out the ones that you don't like. And then again, I've been investing now for over 8-9 years. So I like to think that I know what I'm doing. So with VOO, 67.79%. Obviously, if all I did was invest in VOO, I would have had greater return than my 35.69%. Does that make sense? Yes. All right. So how come I got 35.69? That must obviously mean that some of the stocks that I have are not performing as well as they should. But I'm still beating the stock market average of about 11% returns year over year. So I'm super excited about that. Now we got the S&P 500. Like I said, they tend to perform slightly lower, but this is the second highest equity stock in my account, or I should say ETF in my account. And I'm going in a list in order of what percentage they're at. So VOO is actually 7% of my entire portfolio for this portfolio. S&P 500 is also 7%. Meta, I lowered it to 3% because I don't really want to invest in it right now, but it's carrying a weight of about 6.1% in my portfolio. Meta is up 163.60%. That's 163.60%. When everyone was selling Meta because they were talking about the digital space and that it was going to take 10 years to get profitable and get going, everyone was selling, but I'm young. I can wait. the 10 years. I know that Mark Zuckerberg is a multi-billionaire, and I understand that their vision is for the future. They want to be more than just a social media app, right? Just like Amazon wanted to be more than a bookstore. For me, I'm passionate about things like that. I'm passionate about innovation. I'm passionate about seeing processes move forward. So I'm going to invest in it, and in return, I expect that investment to pay off. Meta paid off for me. Why? Because I invested when everybody was pulling out. That's why I always do the opposite of what other people are doing, because I understand that other people are going to be wrong, and this is how you get to your millions. So Meta, again, 163.60%. Imagine 10 years from now what this is going to do for my account. To the moon. All right, next one, we have Tesla. Tesla is actually not performing for me right now. It's at 6.58%. I've made some videos recently on Tesla and how it's going to go down in value, especially because of the winter and because of all the inefficiencies right now with the vehicle itself. I expect this to continue all the way into the summer. And then when the summertime comes, they'll start to work on those processes. I'm sure they're working on these processes now to fix it. But we won't see this issue resolved until maybe 2026 completely. At that time, I expect Tesla to start hyping you up again with motorcycles, with other types of vehicles. So as long as I hold on to Tesla, Tesla is a good hold for me. I believe that they will again be profitable. I believe that they will make their runs, and I believe that I will make a profit owning Tesla for the long term. I should have invested earlier in Tesla when it was multiplying by fives, right? I got in late. So don't think that Tesla is going to be down forever. At least I don't think so. And I'm willing to play the long game. Only down 6.58%. No big deal. Tesla is about 5% of my portfolio. Now, a company that I really, really love, Goldman Sachs. They're still the card manufacturer for Apple right now. Apple is looking to move away from Goldman Sachs. However, they haven't yet. And I'm super excited about Goldman Sachs. They are up 73.78% in my portfolio and just under 5% of my portfolio. Next, we have Apple. Of course, Apple is doing well. I have plenty of Apple products, this laptop, as well as my phone. Apple is up 109.33%. Do I have to tell you why I invest in it? Again, same reasons that I always tell you. You gotta love it, you gotta want to use it, and you got to understand where their business is going. If you believe that they'll continue to be profitable, why not? And for me, I do believe that they will continue to be profitable. I understand where the business is going, or at least I think I do. And it is doing 109.33% for me. I like those numbers. Now we have McDonald's. This is one of my steady goes the ship investments. Like I said, I don't like high risk, but I also don't like low risk as well. So that's why I threw Tesla in there. That's why I threw Meta in there, right? A little bit of speculation, but I understand where the business is going. They're very profitable. They have money behind them. I like it. I use it, and therefore I invest in it, right? But McDonald's, although I don't eat there often, only when I buy real estate, I go there for breakfast. That's the key. Only eat McDonald's when you buy some real estate, then you go there for breakfast. Well, you can eat McDonald's whenever you want. It's going to help my stock go back up. But it's at 75.59% returns. Only under 5% of my portfolio. I might have said that already. Now we have VTI. This is a ETF. VTI is at 66.12%. Going up, baby. Less than 5% of my portfolio at 4.75%. If you are calculating the total number based on the original, you'll understand what exactly those numbers are. NOBL, I really do like NOBL. It was actually down a lot in 2023. And we were able to rally back to 30.4%. So under my 35% total, but I just like NOBL. Again, you gotta love what you're investing in so that you don't get rid of it. They're at 30%, 30.04 to be exact. Not a big deal, but I like it anyway. Costco. Now, I know I tell you to invest in things that you like, invest in things that you use, invest in things that you can see the future for. Two of those things I've done. I invest in something that I like, and I invest in something that I see the future for. But I actually go to Sam's Club. I don't go to Costco's. I know that Sam's Club does a lot of the same things, and Costco's is the bigger player. This has paid off for me. Now, this is what I would call a high-risk investment, even though it may seem low risk. I don't use the products, so I'm actually negating one of the three things that I always tell people to do. One of the three things is to use the product, right? I don't use Costco's, but Costco's is generating 180.95% for me. And it's an even 4% of my portfolio, and I have it at 4% of my portfolio. So then we have DJD, that's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. This is up 41.43%. So that would also be very, very good, above my total percentage. We have VYM at 41.14%. And now everybody's probably wondering, where are the negatives? We finally got to one. So let's talk about it. We have ADM. This is a agricultural stock. Well, it's really an ETF, ADM, and it's based in America, and they grow food in America. I actually like this because I'm supporting America, but it doesn't like me because it's actually down 50%. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. I'm going to hold on, though. I'm going to hold on because I believe in America. Where's the, see, when I get an editor, I'm going to have the American flag just all over the screen. But this is actually one of the first negatives outside of Tesla from all. Now I have 29 stocks in my portfolio, including ETFs. So this is just the second negative that we're finally getting into. 50.51% ADM. And again, I evaluate my portfolio about once or twice a year. Definitely around November, December. I always like to look at this again to see if I'm going to make changes, if I'm going to sell, or if I'm going to add anything. Sometimes I do add a stock or two to the portfolio mid-year, like I did with Meta last year in 2023. And as you can see, it paid off wonderfully for me because I truly believed in it, and it was at a steep discount. Now we have O. O is a real estate investment trust, and it is down 7.33%. Now, O only invests in single-family real estate. I like that because I have only been investing in single-family real estate. That might not be by choice. I've always been outbidded on the multifamily, and I like O because if I'm profitable in single-family, I know that they are. Of course, they can't necessarily grow the company right now with these high interest rates, but they can maintain profitability. They can trim fat. They can be more efficient. They can learn how to, function in this economy. And if they're able to do that, they'll just be more prepared moving forward. And I like the sound of that. I like the fact that I can believe in them to become more efficient, more lean, more powerful in the process. And then when interest rates do go down, they can attack like hungry lions that have to show that they are capable. They're only down 7.33%. That means a lot of people actually believe in them. After all this bad news, I believe in them too. Let's keep going. Now, BX, Blackstone Inc. I won't lie to you. I thought that this was the actual Blackstone at first. And I invested a good amount, 3% of my entire portfolio. Now, I just got this stock not too long ago is doing about 17.20%, up 17.20%. Now we have Microsoft, a company that I've held for a long time, also at an even 3%, up 136.32%. We have NSA, National Storage Associates. This is the first year that it's actually down for me, and it's at down 16.15%. Now we have Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble was struggling for some time, and it's right around my actual average. It's at up 34.47%. We have VIG, up 45%. I hope you're taking notes, like I said, because like, who goes over their full portfolio with you? Let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Then we have Walmart, up 40.66%. Now, a lot of you might think this guy is a great investor. I'm mad that I didn't invest more heavily in the stuff that has really outperformed my entire portfolio. I mean, just imagine had I just dumped everything into Meta and been up 136%, or dumped everything into Microsoft and been up another 136%. Like, these are things that could have tremendously increased my portfolio. But still happy to be beating the average by about 3 times, 3x. I'm beating the average stock market investor, right? The average investor is only averaging about 7 to 11% returns. I'm all the way almost at 36. So then we have JP Morgan Chase. I don't know if I said Walmart already at 40.66%. Then we got Chase at 62.64. I also have a lot of Chase in my 401k. At least my previous 401k. I have 3 401ks that I probably should consolidate at some point. Then we have Sony, only up 7.07%. I like Sony. I use Sony kind of. I don't really know what the future of Sony is going to be. I know they have some music, but they're shying away from it. It's a hard business. Sony is one of those things that I don't know if I'll continue to move forward. It is a newer player in my account. I might have had it only since 2022. And it's up again 7.07%. Not performing like I would like. What do you think? Should I keep Sony in my portfolio? This one is a hard one for me. I do know that there's some avid gamers out there that are only Sony. We'll see what they do. I'll have to read more into this in 2024. Now we got Visa. See, this is how I actually think. So you guys get to peer into my mind a little bit, how I actually think about these stocks. We have Visa up 62.32%. I actually read the entire Visa documentary on YouTube, and I say read, I watched. And I actually loved it, and I like to see that Visa is up 62.32%. Now we have ADP. This is an electric company that pays for, well, I pay for my electric, but they charge me for it. And I'm basically paying them more than what they're making me, because they're only up 2.09%. This is a new player in my account, only less than 2% of my account. I'll keep it for now. ADP, do better. Coca-Cola, 34.08% up. Pepsi, up 15.61%. I like Pepsi. I did an advertisement for Pepsi back in high school. I went to a high school of advertising for media, the high school of advertising and media. Oh my goodness, I don't even remember my own high school. I went to the high school of media, the high school of innovation in media and advertising. I know that some of my friends watching this are probably like slapping me from the screen right now. High School of Innovation in Media and Advertising, okay? We did a campaign for Pepsi. I absolutely loved it. They were so gracious. Thank you for that experience. That was so many years ago, and I'm still so grateful today. 15.61%, so right around the average for the stock market. PM, this is a cigarette company. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I like the fact that other people like the product, and I see the future. I mean, people are going to continue to smoke. Marijuana is becoming more legal, and it's just going to be a second-hand player in that. We have that is up 28.50%, just so that you know. Then we have Johnson and Johnson up 14.87%. This is also an American company, so I like that. And then lastly, we have Nike. I do have some. I actually think I have a lot more Jordans than Nikes, to be honest. I have to see if I even own any Nike, so I don't know if I use them. I do like them. I like what they stand for the most part. And I do see the future with NBA, with everything that they got going on. I think that they can expand more outside of the NBA, but it's been working for them. And they are up 28, well, they're down, 28.64%. Nike is the lowest in my entire portfolio. So although I like them, I'm not stupid. And so you see, as we get down, you'll see that obviously the stuff that are negative are less impactful in my entire portfolio, right? Like, you don't want something that's negative to impact you greatly. And it also shows how much trust I have in it. So if you ever heard me say this one is down, this one is down, this one is down, understand that the percentage of what it is to my portfolio is probably a lot less than that Meta, than that Microsoft, than all those other companies like McDonald's, because I don't trust it as much. You can speculate what Nike is going to do, but you don't know for sure. And so Nike is literally the least equity held position in my actual usable stock market account. Now, I don't use this stock market to invest in properties or anything like that. When I go out looking for real estate, I use my cash on hand and other investment vehicles in order to get that done. So like Series I bond or anything like that, CDs, whatever. But I don't use this stock market account to do that. The reason why is because I can actually leverage this as well. So when I go out and I tell a agent that I want to buy a house, I show them this account. They see this is at least 7% of the home value that I'm willing to purchase. But I have 20% in my savings that I can use anyway. Okay, so he has some cash reserves. So they look at this as my reserves and they say, okay, you can utilize this. I can't imagine how many times I went to go and buy a property and they told me I had to use my stocks. Did I use it? Absolutely not. You can always find a different way to buy properties without using your stocks, okay? And I actually do need to grow my stock market outside of my 401k, outside of my Roth IRA, because real estate is becoming more of my entire net worth than I would like. I would like stocks to at least be around 33, 35%. Savings to be around 15%. And then everything else can be real estate. So about 50% of my net worth, I would like to be real estate, maybe 55%. But if it's over that, then hey, I need to increase the others. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing on the real estate side, but I'm going to increase the others on the stock market side. Today, I just went over my entire portfolio in 2024. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Understand that I am doing 3 times better than most people that you're probably watching. And I'm willing to show you the numbers. I'm willing to talk through those numbers. I'm not only going to talk about the good, I'm going to show you the bad. So if you thought you was going to invest in Nike, you might want to rethink that. They're 1% of my portfolio for a reason. And really, they only have 0.8% of the equity. So now that you know that, now that you're taking your notes down, you can decide for yourself, what do you want to invest in? What did you like of my picks? Did you like anything? Did you not like anything? Did you believe in Facebook as much as I did? Did you believe in McDonald's as much as I did? Goldman Sachs, have you ever heard of that company before? I know that I didn't until about 2016 maybe. And then Costco's. Do you use Costco's? If you do, then you might be more excited about it than I am. And it's definitely done wonders for me, 180.95%. So what will it do for you? I mean, imagine if I invested in Costco. That's like 6 times better than what my actual portfolio is doing. I could have said that I was the greatest investor ever just investing in Costco, really. So again, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, like. I'll see you on the next one. Stay blessed. Peace.